Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream where I'm gonna to do something about Terraform AWS modules and maybe talk about other things which you guys bring in chat. Hello everybody who's joining from LinkedIn and YouTube, and maybe somebody will join from Twitch as well because well, I know that there are no people joining from Twitch other than people who wants to sell some crap. So yeah, I mean, of course there are some people, but they are not attending my live streams usually. So hello everybody from India, I guess. Hello Trivikrama, hello Chetan, Sohan. I'm not very good with Indian names, but yeah, and Привіт з України, Slava Ukraine. What topics you will cover today? Well, it will be some pull requests, some bug fixes in Terraform AWS modules. What exactly is going to be? Well, let's see. Let's see. I don't have kind of hard plan, to be honest. As you can see, I have a lot of tabs open here. Some of these tabs are from last live stream, so I'm hopefully gonna to fix many of these. Yeah, again, if you have any questions which you want to discuss, don't ask. Uh, Not audible. Okay, now it should be fine. Maybe with some delay. Okay, now it should be. Yeah, now it should be fine. Let me know if you can hear well or not. Um, Funny, I don't have to even touch anything. It just adjusts by itself, turn on and off. Hello, Vitaly. Thank you for confirming that you can hear me. Okay, right, so it will be some Terraform AWS modules. If you have specific requests, please let me know. I want to start by just saying that Weekly TF has moved to the new platform, and I'm still struggling with figuring out how to write content. It takes significantly more time than I used to spend on it. So it's pretty disappointing for me because to make this post I spent at least a couple hours. I don't know why I'm so slow, but that's life. So if you're interested in Terraform weekly newsletter, go to weekly.tf and subscribe. Also, I'd like to highlight that pretty much everything what I do is in the open source, and I really highly dependent actually on sponsors through GitHub. So if your company are using stuff which I'm working with, or you want to support me in any way, I encourage you to go to github.com/sponsor/Anton Babenko and find a tier and support me as you want. I mean, as much as you want, or you understand. Anyway, there were a few companies who say that they cannot sponsor me for very different reasons, and I'm pretty much broke. So please talk to your company, to your employer, and let them know that I still have this opportunity. I will actually formalize it in a little bit more kind of how to say proper way, so that you can show this to your manager and your manager can decide a little bit with more information. Okay, right, so let's look into all of these tabs and figure out which one is kind of simplest, and maybe I can close them very quick. Let's see. I think this one, yeah. So this one was just 2 days ago, and Christina from Budapest is saying that after creating Redshift cluster, Terraform adds cluster revision number to the state. Right, apparently we are not tracking this information. So she proposed to add this variable to make it possible to rewrite the old revision numbers. What I can say to Christina, great proposal. Please open a PR. That's it. So thank you very much, Christina. We are highly dependent on your pull request from now on. Let's move on. I hope there will be more simple things like this. Okay, let's see. This one is draft. Well, if it's draft, I don't know why I'm even watching it. Maybe I'm just excited to see what's going on here. Let's see. So in event bridge, there is a new... What? No, that's magic. That's magic, which I don't understand. Let's close it. Again, more stuff I close, more work I have done. Okay, add rules for prompt tail and Loki. This pull request adds rules for Loki and prompt tail. When using blah blah blah, it requires addition to rules TF. Well, yeah, apparently we can go to files changed and look into rules TF first and see what kind of changes were added here. So we add something inside a variable rules. As you can see, we add Loki Grafana for these ports, from this one to this one. Pretty cool. And Loki Grafana gRPC, again, looks amazing, taking into account that I don't understand what exactly is these values. Like, I'm not using Grafana and Loki myself, but I hope that this person figure out what he wants to do. So then he adds auto group Loki Grafana gRPC, and everything looks perfect. Good. So the rest of things inside of Loki module and prompt tail module was supposed to be auto-generated, so I don't have to think about this at all. And that's exactly what I'm not gonna to do. If I go to README again, things auto-generated, so I don't have to do anything. That's the plan. In reality, something has failed for some reason, and I don't know why. Let's see. Well, I think I understand what can it be, but anyway, let me see. We had some issues with running GitHub action and yeah, exactly. So that was the problem, which I think we fixed inside a security group module. Well, we fixed it in many places, but maybe we didn't fix it yet in security group module. No, we didn't actually fix it here. Interesting. No, we didn't fix it here. Brian added some code changes, but it was not in this one. Okay, so let me finish this pull request 277, and solution for this failing build, I think I can find in pretty much any other module, like here, Elastic File System module, where this was fixed. Yeah, here what was right. Okay, so that's exactly where I'm gonna to take the fix for failing GitHub action. Okay, let's go. So the pull request which I'm gonna to fix was this one, 277 in security group. Let's see. So security group. What is this file? I have no clue, but probably it's extremely it's extremely relevant, so I'm going to put it into downloads and figure out it later. Git pull and check out 277. Okay, and now let's look into this pull request, and also let's look into let's look into security group, and inside of GitHub pre-commit. Right, so this file will have to be updated. I'm taking the content from Elastic file system. I think, yeah, right, we do some magic here. That's what I sometimes don't like, when we have some sort of exception where everything is the same except one small little bit somewhere. That's where things get really, really complicated. Okay, let's move on. This one. Okay, so if I now, okay, so the change here essentially is to pin tflint version. That's exactly what we need to do. Right, we pin to this version until we figure out what's a better solution for that. And we need to hide this templates dir, because again, I think it is a bug somewhere in one of GitHub action step which we use here, but I may be wrong. Anyway, let's see. Git diff. Oh yeah, now it looks better. Okay, so what I'm gonna to see here, change tflint version everywhere. That's it, nothing else. So git commit fixed CI, fixed failing CI, pinned tflint version. Ta-da! Okay, now it is pushed, and if I go to the code somewhere here in this tab, now it will work, and hopefully it will be all right. Yeah, that's it. There is not nothing else to do here. Okay, let's move on. Right, this one is a little bit different. It's in Elastic file system module. Couple things here. So who is it? Federica is removing, or actually is fixing one problem, which is probably correct. I mean, it should be condition, not plural. And then he is removing this non-secure transport, which means that AWS will have to use, where is it? So AWS services will have to use HTTPS when accessing this file system. Why users will not want to have this? That's a question. Let's see. Break and change. Non-secure transport statement not added by default. Well, if it's not added by default, well, I'm not quite sure I understand. When user makes this resource, so he's making a file system, then does he want this policy statement at all, even if it's not added by default? I'm pretty sure that AWS will use secure transport always, right? If for some reason AWS service will use HTTP, or I mean non-secure transport, then well, I think that this statement is always valid. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna to say that looks good to me, but I think that non-secure transport statement should be there, since AWS services will no, wait, is it AWS services or is it all AWS accounts? But anyway, it should be always through secure transport, right? Okay, but looks good to me, but I think that statement should be there, since AWS services and since all kind of AWS services and AWS accounts, because that's what identifier star means, will have to access via secure transport. I think actually I may be wrong, but I think EFS, no, that's probably stupid. EFS does not allow non-secure transport. Servers and AWS accounts will have to access so this statement is always required. What do you think? Maybe Brian knows a little bit more about it. This is good. Approve and run, we'll see how it goes. Okay, this one is still running. It takes for ages, but at least it's not failing. Okay, so this one is good. We don't need to do anything here. Oh my god, I'm 20 minutes in the live stream and I have already closed half of the problems. That's good. So add public and private tags per availability zone. Yeah, VPC module is already too big. I know that adding new stuff there can be a little bit problematic, so I need to be a bit more careful here. So anyway, let's see. The idea here is quite straightforward, that we have subnets, like different types of subnets, and people may want to have different tags per availability zone. So the solution here is to add the map where we, maybe this is going to be better. Oh, that's too much. Like this. So the solution is to get tags like this. Is it correct? Yeah, it should be correct. Well, this solution looks good. I'm just thinking that there may be some improvements to this one. So, for example, we have public subnets and private subnets, but we also have about 5 other different types of subnets. Should we add this change here too? Well, probably not. I'm just trying to minimize the impact as much as possible. Okay, public subnet tags per AZ. This is how key will look like. Availability zone is the name of the key, and this is a value. Okay. Well, looks good. Let me think why it took so long time for us to merge this one. Let's see. It took 2 months ago. Could you please review this? My personal opinion is that I don't agree with this approach. I'm not sure what the intention is, but controllers can be written to query the IMDS to find out what AZ a pod running. Yeah, exactly. This one, or